University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, tonight, two more teams will be dipping their toes into the murky waters of our quarter-final stage. The winners will join the University of Reading and Imperial College London in banking one of the two victories needed to progress, while the losing team will join Birmingham University and King's London in having to win next time if they're to remain in the contest. Both tonight's teams are here thanks to the rule which gives a second chance to the highest-scoring losing teams from the first round. St John's College, Cambridge were defeated by fellow quarter-finalists Imperial in their first match, but since then they've beaten UCL and Queen Mary London, giving them a total score of 550 points from 3 matches. With an average age of 22, let's meet the St John's team again.
Hello, my name is Thomas Clark, and I'm from the United States and Japan, and I recently completed a master's degree in linguistics.
Hi, I'm Louis George. I'm from Lyme Regis in Dorset, and I'm studying for an MPhil in sociology.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Chan. I'm from Cambridge, and I study veterinary medicine.
Hi, I'm Kiana Oyan. I'm from New Jersey, and I study natural sciences.
Now, Emmanuel College, Cambridge were leading for most of their first-round match before a late surge from St Andrews saw them behind at the gong by only a 5-point margin. They escaped the repechage with relative ease by beating the Royal Northern College of Music and then defeated St Catherine's College, Cambridge in the second round with 440 points from their 3 matches and with an average age of 21. Let's meet the Emmanuel team again.
Hi, I'm Nicole Pullinger. I'm from Hong Kong and I study English.
Hello, I'm Nicholas Tate. I'm from Greece, but I now live in Oxford and I study physics.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm Cara Malcolm. I'm originally from Cape Town, but I now live in Guildford and I'm studying engineering.
Hello, I'm James Rathel. I'm from Mistley in Essex and I'm studying Asian and Middle Eastern Studies.
OK, you all know the rules by now, so let's just get on with it. Fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Referring to pieces of knowledge considered to be of trifling importance, what word is the plural form of the Latin term for the liberal arts of grammar, rhetoric...
St John's Clark.
Trivia.
Trivia is correct. You get 3 questions on international events of 1991 for your bonuses. Its capital, Hargeisa. What region in the Horn of Africa proclaimed independence in 1991? It continues to be a de facto, but largely unrecognised independent state.
Could that be Somaliland?
Maybe. There's also, like, Western Sahara.
But that's not in the...
Oh, yeah. No, go with what you said.
Somaliland?
It is Somaliland, yes.
Nice.
The Treaty of Asuncion in 1991 created what regional economic organisation, also known as the Common Market of the South?
Do you know what this is?
Is it South America somewhere?
South America something?
Yeah. It could be Mercosur. I don't think it's that, but...
Sure. Mercosur?
No, it's Mercosur.
Unlucky.
And finally, on the 25th of June 1991, which 2 present-day countries became the first to declare independence from Yugoslavia? I need both names.
Do we know?
Slovakia and... Or they...
No. It's like... Could be like Bosnia.
Bosnia and Croatia.
I think it could be Croatia and Serbia.
Oh, maybe.
Sure. Yeah. Croatia and Serbia.
No, it was Slovenia and Croatia. Right, 10 points for this. The male of what animal appears on all of these? The coat of arms of Kenya, the flag of the Belgian region of Wallonia, and the seal that marks wine of the Chianti Classico region.
Emmanuel Rathel.
Chicken?
Yes, I'll accept that. Yes, it's a rooster, technically. Right. 3 questions on the 20th century movement in science. Coined in 1942, the term modern synthesis refers to the reconciliation of the ideas of Darwin with those of which other biologist whose work was rediscovered in the early 20th century?
Mendelian laws of inheritance, maybe?
Rediscovered. It could be ancient.
I don't know then.
Mendel?
Mendel is correct, yes, Gregor Mendel. A leading figure of the modern synthesis, which Ukrainian-born scientist published Genetics and the Origin of Species and the essay Nothing in biology makes sense except in the light of evolution.
Not sure.
Any idea? Yeah, pass.
That was Dobzhansky. And finally, the term modern synthesis was coined in a work by which scientist, the grandson of the biologist nicknamed Darwin's Bulldog? I just need a surname.
Darwin's bulldog is Huxley, I think.
Okay, just go back.
Huxley?
Huxley is correct, yes. 10 points for this. Also known as tar camphor, what white crystalline compound with the chemical formula C10H8 has a structure with 2 connected benzene rings? Its pungent smell meant it was formerly used to make mothballs.
Emmanuel Rethel.
Epsom salts.
No? Come on, one of you buds from St John's.
St John's Chan.
Dibenzene.
No, it's naphthalene. 10 points for this. I need a 2-word term here. Born in North Dakota in 1904, Clifford Still is credited with laying the groundwork for what artistic movement, whose exponents include Barnett Newman, Mark Rothko and Jackson Pollock?
St John's Chan.
Abstract expressionism.
Correct. These bonuses are on mythical creatures in Borges' Book of Imaginary Beings. Name each creature from the description. They all begin with the same letter. Nobody seems to have laid eyes on this woman of the fairies. She is less a shape than a mournful screaming that haunts the Irish night and the Scottish Highlands.
Banshee?
Yeah,
Banshee.
I was thinking, yeah. Banshee?
Banshee is correct. Through the ages, it grows increasingly ugly and horrendous. The name comes from the Greek and means little king. What remains constant is the deadly effect of its stare and its venom.
It begins with B.
Basilisk, I think.
Ooh, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, basilisk.
Basilisk?
Basilisk is correct. Before the Christian era, it was the magnification of the elephant or of the hippopotamus. It is now precisely the 10 famous verses describing it in Job and the huge being which these evoke.
Could it be
Behemoth. Yeah, sure. Behemoth?
Behemoth is correct, yes. Right, we're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you will see a diagram of a theatre. For 10 points, please name the type of stage.
St John's George.
Fronton.
No, it's not normally known as that. Emmanuel, one of you want to buzz? No idea?
Emmanuel Pullinger.
Matchbox?
No, it's a proscenium, or proscenium arch. So we'll take the picture bonuses in a moment or two. 10 points at stake for this starter question. Which ceremonial county is the location of all of the following? The birthplace of the poet John Clare, Jane Austen's Mansfield Park, and the Battle of Naseby. It is the only county to border both Oxfordshire and Cambridgeshire.
St John's Chan.
Bedfordshire?
No? Anyone want to buzz from Emmanuel?
Emmanuel Rethel.
Northamptonshire.
Correct. So we follow on from the proscenium theatre that you saw. Your picture bonuses are 3 more common types of staging. 5 points for each style you can name. Firstly...
Does anyone have any ideas? In the round is 1, I think. I don't think this is it, but...
I don't know what the names are.
Any
It's like a
idea?
surrounding.
Like, try. Okay, in the round?
No, that's thrust. Secondly...
Catwalk.
Yeah.
Or galley? Or galley, maybe?
Oh, galley might be a shout.
I do, yeah. Galley?
No, it's traverse. And finally...
This could be in the round.
Yeah, try that.
In the round?
It is in the round, that's correct, yes. 10 points for this. The 1978 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded jointly to Werner Arber, Daniel Nathans and Hamilton Smith for their discovery of what class of endonuclease enzymes, now routinely used in molecular cloning to cleave DNA at specific sites. Common examples include BAM-H1 and ECHO.
St John's Young.
Restriction enzymes?
Correct. Well done. Right, you get a set of bonuses. They are on the physicist Maria Goeppert-Mayer. Born in Katowice in 1906, Goeppert-Mayer shared the Nobel Prize in 1963 for her work On which description of the nucleus linked to the concept of magic numbers?
I don't know what that means.
Magic.
Isn't there like the Bohr diagram or something?
Maybe. I don't
Try
know.
it. The Bohr diagram?
That's the shell model. Her PhD thesis predicted two-photon absorption, a third-order optical effect where which property of the dielectric varies non-linearly with electric field?
I've literally got no idea. Anything? No?
No idea.
The photoelectric effect?
No, it's polarization density. In 1961, two-photon absorption was first observed using a europium-doped crystal. In which laboratory in Murray Hill, New Jersey?
Come on.
Is that the Princeton Plasma Physics Laboratory?
Would you say so?
Yeah, sure.
Princeton Plasma Physics Laboratory?
Princeton Plasma Physics Laboratory.
No, it's the Bell Laboratories. 10 points for this. The English portrait photographer Dorothy Wilding created the image used from 1952 on the standard or definitive series of what objects? That image was replaced in 1967 by a profile based on a sculpted relief by Arnold Machin.
Emmanuel Malcolm.
A coin?
No, anyone want to buzz from St John's?
St John's George.
A banknote.
No, it's postage stamps. 10 points for this. Directed by David Fincher, which film of 2020 is based on events surrounding the creation of...
Emmanuel Malcolm.
Mank.
Mank is correct. Your bonuses are on pairs of words that differ only in that one of them ends with an additional letter T for tango, as in care and carrot. Give both words from the definition. Firstly, a tiny piece or speck of a substance, such as dust, and a polyphonic vocal composition, particularly popular during the Renaissance period.
A mite or a mote and...
Yes, a sonnet and a song. Is a song a thing?
Oh, do you think?
I don't think so.
Try
Motet, is that a thing?
Yeah, I think
Motet,
so,
okay.
yeah.
Mote and motet.
Correct. A city northeast of Milan, secondly, home to the football club Atalanta, and a plant in the citrus family commonly used in perfumes and infusions.
Bergamo and bergamot. Bergamot. Bergamo and bergamot.
Correct. The layer of the earth that stretches from the Moho to the Gutenberg discontinuity, and a large portable shield used by attacking forces in medieval siege warfare.
I think the Gutenberg discontinuity is at the bottom of the mantle, so mantle and...
Mantlet. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
like... Mantle and mantlet.
Correct. 10 points for this. The answer here is an integer. Take any two-digit integer x that is not divisible by 10. Let y be the number formed by reversing the digits of x. What is the largest integer that is always a factor of x minus y?
St John's Clark.
9.
9 is correct, yes, well done. These bonuses are on caves. Providing evidence of some of the earliest human habitation in Britain, the site known as Kent's Cavern is located in which county of southern England?
Do you know this?
Kent's Cavern.
Any idea? Guess?
No.
Devon, Cornwall.
Somerset.
Okay. Somerset.
That's in Devon, near Torquay. Which village near Dartford in Kent gives its name to a skull site or heritage park? In the 1930s, it was the site of the discovery of fossilised fragments of a human skull, dated to around 300,000 years ago.
Literally no.
Villages in Kent.
I don't know any. No. Do you know any? No.
No.
Pass.
It's Swanscombe. In 1903, a substantially complete human skeleton, thought to date to at least 9,000 years ago, was discovered in Goff's Cave, part of which limestone gorge in Somerset?
Cheddar.
Cheddar, yeah. Cheddar.
Cheddar is correct. And I will start a question. The result of a constitutional struggle that began with Lloyd George's People's Budget, followed by 2 general elections in the same year. What act of 1911 deprived the House of Lords...
Emmanuel Rathel.
The Parliament Act?
The Parliament Act is correct, yes. These bonuses are on the artist Natalia Goncharova. Which early abstract art movement did Goncharova and Mikhail Larionov found in the 1910s? Its name indicates their stated aim to depict literally what we see, that is, paths of reflected light.
This is realism to depict literally what you... It's not
What's the
realism.
part of the reflected light?
I don't
Ray?
know.
I don't know.
Rayism.
Rayon? Something like
Lol.
that.
Realism.
No, it's Rayism or Rayonism. Secondly, Goncharova's work with the Ballet Russe notably included set and costume design for the premiere of Les Noces, a choral ballet inspired by the rituals of Russian peasant weddings. By which major composer?
Any idea?
Probably Stravinsky.
Stravinsky? Okay, Stravinsky.
Correct. What form of transport is depicted in a major work of 1913 by Goncharova against a background of fragmented signs and Cyrillic text? A significant work of the same year by Umberto Boccioni has the same subject.
I think it's a
Train, like the
Train. I thought it could be maybe a car, but train. Okay.
don't know.
Train.
No, it's cycling.
Oh, okay.
Right, we're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you're going to hear part of a piece of classical music. For 10 points, name its composer.
Emmanuel Pullinger.
Holst.
Holst is correct, yes. It's Mars, the bringer of water and the planets. You heard several bars marked with 4 fortes, so to be played very loud indeed. Your bonuses are 3 more classical works that feature extreme dynamic instructions. Name the composer of each. Firstly, this prelude, which includes a quadruple sforzando.
I think this is Chopin.
Chopin.
Yeah.
Okay. Chopin.
No, it's Rachmaninoff. Prelude in C-sharp minor. Secondly, this etude, which includes a chord marked with 8 fortes.
Schoenberg.
Chopin would write
Any
8
idea?
fortes though.
Did Schubert do etudes?
No, it's not going to be. It sounds. It could. I was thinking Prokofiev, but it's not going to be Prokofiev.
Give us your best guess.
Go for Chopin. I don't know.
Chopin.
No, it's not. It's Ligeti. It's the Devil's Staircase. And finally, this symphony. A pizzicato note here is marked with 5 fortes, and the additional note to pluck so hard the strings smack the wood.
Any idea?
Strauss. No, not Prokofiev.
Nicholas.
Strauss, maybe.
Strauss.
No, it's Mahler. Symphony number 7. Right, 10 points for this. For what do the letters CE stand in the abbreviation CES when denoting a medical syndrome? Referring to a group of nerve roots in the lumbar region, the 2 Latin words means horse's tail.
St John's Chan.
Cauda equina.
That is correct. Your bonuses are now on astronomy. Which planet of the solar system has a maximum distance from the Earth of just over 1 billion miles, or about 11 astronomical units?
I mean, it seems pretty far away, given Earth is 1 astronomical unit away.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Neptune.
Probably.
Yeah, sure. Neptune.
No, it's Saturn.
Oh.
With a diameter of roughly 1 million kilometres, Saturn's faint outermost ring is created by the geysers of Enceladus and is designated by what letter?
Rings.
E. I've no
I
idea.
don't know. I don't know.
Sure. E.
E is correct. It's the E ring. With a diameter of a little over 1,000 kilometres, which moon of Saturn has an exceptionally low density and orbits between Enceladus and Dione?
So, Mimas?
What's that, sorry?
Mimas?
Mimas.
No, it's Tethys. 10 points for this. In 1812, Maria Branwell married an Irish-born Anglican clergyman with what surname? After they moved to Yorkshire, the 4 of their children who reached adulthood...
St John's Chan.
Bronte.
Bronte is correct, yes. Here are your bonuses. They're on a country. A 1937 literary collection by Louis MacNeice and W.H. Auden has the title Letters from which island country?
Ireland. Like, I don't know.
That's maybe, but
Anything else?
Yeah.
Ireland.
No, it's letters from Iceland.
Oh.
Independent People is a major work by which Icelandic writer who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1955?
Icelandic. No.
Don't know any.
Sigurdsson.
No, it's Halldór Laxness. The medieval Icelandic writer Snorri Sturluson created the younger or prose version of a literary collection known by what short name?
It's the Edda, I think. The Edda?
Edda is correct. Right, 10 points for this. Alkali and plagioclase are classes within what large group of minerals?
Emmanuel Thate.
Feldspars.
Feldspar is correct. Here are your bonuses. They're on a mathematical simulation. Which Turing complete simulation was devised by the British mathematician John Horton Conway in 1970?
Conway's Game of Life.
Nominate Thate.
Conway's Game of Life.
Correct. Conway was inspired by the 1948 paper, The General and Logical Theory of Automata, by which Budapest-born mathematician?
This is von Neumann, I think.
Von Neumann.
Yeah.
Von Neumann.
Correct. What six-letter name is used for the smallest moving pattern in the game? It repeats in a 4-cycle and contains 5 cells.
Glider, I think. How many letters did you say?
Yeah, 6 letters.
Okay, glider.
Glider. Glider.
Glider is correct. 10 points for this. Which musician collaborated with Philip Glass on the 2014 song collection Ife, drawing on influences from the Yoruba language and her upbringing in Benin in West Africa? You all look blank. It's Angelique Kidjo. 10 points for this. The move of what chess piece could be used on the periodic table to describe the positional relationship of copper and aluminium, aluminium and nitrogen and chlorine?
St John's clock.
The knight?
The knight is correct, yes. Here are your bonuses. They're on a food crop. An early example of intercropping, the Three Sisters system used in North and Central America grew beans, squash, and which crop of the genus Zea?
You mean maize?
Maize.
Maize, yeah.
Maize?
Maize is correct. Pellagra occurs in places where the diet is predominantly of maize and is caused by a deficiency of what substance, also known as nicotinic acid or vitamin B3?
That's
Thymine?
thiamine.
Thysin?
Thiamine.
You sure? Okay. Thysin?
No, it's niacin. Which US scientist's 1950 paper, The Origin and Behavior of Mutable Loci in Maize, showed that some genetic sequences could be mobile? She won a Nobel Prize in 1983.
That's
Something like
Barbara
jumping.
McClintock,
I'm going to
I
nominate.
think.
Nominate Ouyang.
Barbara McClintock.
That's correct. Well done. Right. We're going to take another starter question. The Stadio San Paolo in Naples was renamed in December 2020 in honour of which footballer who played for Napoli between 19...
St John's 10.
Maradona.
Maradona is correct, yes. 3 questions linked by a name. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Maya Devi Temple at Lumbini, is dedicated to the mother of which religious founder?
So, what country do you think this is in?
I have no idea. Maybe Maya, so it could be in South America.
But I don't know what, like, the...
It could be Siddhartha Gautama.
Yeah, sure. Siddhartha Gautama.
Correct.
Nice.
Born in 1959, the designer Maya Lin is perhaps best known for which black granite memorial
Vietnam
in
War.
Washington, D.C.?
It's a Vietnam War. Yeah.
Sure. Vietnam War Memorial.
Correct. Maya Fey is a companion of Phoenix Wright in which video game series by Capcom?
Ace Attorney.
Nominate George.
Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney is correct. We're going to take a picture round now. We're going to see a painting. For 10 points, please name the artist.
Emmanuel Malcolm.
Turner.
Turner is correct, yes. The morning after the deluge. It was directly influenced by an 1810 work by Goethe on the perception of colour. Your bonuses are on works by 3 later artists, also influenced by Goethe's thoughts on colour. 5 points for each artist you can name. Firstly...
This could be Paul Klee.
Go for it.
Paul Klee.
Paul Klee is correct. Secondly, this early pioneer of abstract art...
I don't know. Chagall?
Go for it. Yeah.
Chagall?
No, it's Hilma af Klint. And finally,
Oh, it's Miro, I think. Miro?
no, it's not, it's Kandinsky.
Oh, sorry.
10 points for this. From 1180 to 1918, the Wittelsbach family was the ruling dynasty of which...
Emmanuel Rethel.
Bavaria?
Bavaria is correct, yes. Right. Your bonuses are coming up now. In each case, I need the precise year of the Common Era in which the following took place. All three answers end in the number 99. Firstly, the death of Yoritomo, the first military ruler of the Kamakura shogunate in Japan.
Did it say end in 99?
End in
Yeah.
1999.
Okay, the major restoration was in like 1800, so it'll be before then.
Quite early. Something like 799.
799? 799?
It's 1199. The year often given for the foundation of the Ottoman Empire by Osman Ghazi.
1399, I'd say.
1399?
No, it's 1299. The Sikh ruler Ranjit Singh seized the city of Lahore. 2 years later, he proclaimed himself Maharaja of the Punjab.
1799.
1799.
1799 is correct. 10 points for this. What physical phenomenon was specifically mentioned in the citation for the Nobel Prize awarded in 1921 to Albert Einstein?
Emmanuel Thate.
The photoelectric effect.
Correct. Your bonuses now are on obscurity. They do not easily arise out of obscurity, whose talents straitened circumstances obstructed home. Born in about AD 55, which poet wrote that in his satire?
Oh, Juvenal.
Juvenile, I think.
Juvenal. Yeah. Juvenal?
Juvenal is correct. In The Curse of Minerva, which romantic poet described the setting sun over the Peloponnese as not, as in northern climes, obscurely bright?
Possibly Byron.
Well, that was a very good game, and congratulations to both teams. St John's, you, I'm afraid, are going to have to come back and win your next one to stay in the competition at all. Emmanuel, 155 is a great score. You were up against very tough opposition. You did very, very well. Congratulations. We should look forward to seeing you as well. I hope you can join us next time for another quarter-final match. But until then, it's goodbye from St John's College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Emmanuel College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.